Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world, and yes, we're in lockdown again, or Tier 4 if you're local.
I don't like his smart mouth.
Timerider, The Adventures of Lyle Swann was co-written by the Monkees' Michael Nesmith, and at the opening it goes all out to establish its super cool hero, Lyle Swann.
Whoever he is, he can sure ride a bike.
That's Swann.
It's Swann!
Sucker can ride!
It's gotta be Swann.
No one else in this bike race knows how to ride. But because he's a maverick who plays by his own rules, God, I wish I was Lyle Swann, he trespasses on a government testing area. Although the government is at least partly to blame, as they can afford a time machine, but not a fence. Lyle hurtles back to
November 5th, 1877.
Out of radio contact and lost, there's only one thing he can do. Naked swim. Now, on the one hand, I don't think that nude swimming is an appropriate response to being lost during a bike race. On the other, I don't know how many movies we've reviewed in which the heroine stops for a nude swim. This was a nice change of pace. I mean, she's there too, but still. Swann now falls foul of bad guys. They're startled by his appearance, which might explain why they can't shoot straight. But then they ambush him. Right, so they're just terrible shots, although yelling "kill him" to announce their presence probably didn't help. They're after him because they want his bike.
Some kind of machine. Some kind of wheel machine.
Obviously, they haven't seen a motorbike before, but by 1877, bicycles had been around a while, and I feel like that would have been a more natural comparison.
He rode it away like a horse.
More like a bike. Anyway, Swann gets away from them. Oh, he's so cool. And takes refuge in a nearby village.
Hey, what the hell's the matter with everybody?
This is nothing to do with time travel, whether it's 1877 or 1982. Riding into someone's home like that is going to piss people off.
Damn, Reese. Ain't right. Just ain't right.
For whatever reason, the girl who saw him earlier, Claire, now comes to his aid. I feel like if you're shot in the face, you do more than fall off your horse. Presumably seeing Swann swim has made a big impression on Claire because minutes later...
Where are you from, Lyle Swann?
That seems fast, but on the other hand, it's Lyle Swann. Why wouldn't you? When they're done, they have time to talk.
What's this?
It was my well, I don't know, way back there someplace, great-grandfather's. My grandmother stole it from him.
Good.
As a reminder of one incredible night they had together.
Is it me, or is your great-granny's sex trophy a weird thing to carry around with you? When they're done knocking cowboy boots...
But somebody stole my bike.
And then... Bad guy Porter Reese still wants that bike, and the guy who was shot in the face wants revenge. But these bad guys are an issue, and not just because they still can't hit the side of a barn. But Reese is also kind of pathetic.
What do I do?
Here he is, shooting at a preacher while hiding behind a horse.
I can't have my men being shot.
We meet them after a heist, and you immediately think, bank job, cattle rustling.
But you're gonna have some beautiful silk to take up north, huh?
I'm not saying silk's not valuable, but it's not a very bad guy crime. Plus, they only steal one roll.
I work hard to steal this stuff.
Oh, I'm sure you do. These are just not very threatening bad guys. Anyway, rescues are effected. Largely because they just left his bike out for him to find. History is messed with. And if you don't see the ending coming, then you've never watched Somewhere in Time.
My grandmother stole it from him as a reminder of one incredible night they had together.
Or Futurama.
When you went back in time and performed certain actions which made you your own grandfather.
I did do the nasty and the pasty.
The writers seem to think this is touching, but I struggle to see how you could land on any adjective other than creepy.
No kidding.
Now, I hate it when in time travel movies people see the date on an old newspaper and go, "Oh, I've gone back in time," rather than, "Damn, that's an old newspaper." That sort of conclusion to leaping just doesn't ring true for me. Swann is the opposite. Until the final moments of the film, he doesn't know he's gone back in time.
No, Mr. Swann! I'll explain when we get back to our own time!
That's more believable, but so tedious because we know. So we have to suffer through crossed-purpose conversations.
Hey, you got a phone I can use? I'll reverse the charges.
Through amazement at every bit of technology.
Energy bar. Want one?
It overwhelms the rest of the film.
I don't understand what's going on here myself.
I never before appreciated how important it was that Marty McFly knew what had happened to him and was able to contact someone in the past who would believe him. It gets rid of all that confusion and allows them to focus on the personal story.
Makes sense what he says.
Timerider barely even has one.
No shit.
Thanks for watching. For twice weekly movie reviews and monthly specials, subscribe here. Time travel is a tricky one because of the weight of explanation that you have to put across to the audience. What are the films that get it right and which ones get it wrong? Let us know in the comments below.
He was okay. He was riding okay.